Well, here we are. Test broadcast live from San Martinho de Porto. Let's prove that because it looks to me like you and I are in the back garden, possibly.
That's a backdrop. That's your green screen.
That is a green. So just to prove it to you that we are in San Martinho, let me just change the camera right here and give you a view. Probably, I think people, to be fair, would rather see the seafront at San Martinho de Porto. And Owen as well.
And here's Owen.
Hey, Owen.
Hey.
Owen might drop into the hot seat in a minute to talk about the upcoming barbecue at the weekend.
Oh,
But
yes.
We are at San Martinho de Porto. Maybe what we could have done is put the sea behind us, maybe for future. We'll write that down. We'll write that. Oh, Owen, excellent. Owen is in the background.
I'll try and get in between.
And I'm gonna do my best to cover the bad wind I'm getting as well.
And
he's just sat beside me. No, the acoustics. I'm talking about the acoustics, not the digestion.
Doesn't like bad wind in the morning.
Okay, so this is a test, but I think all is going fairly well. Let's see if we've got any comments. I'm hoping people will be able to catch this. We're on an odd time of day, of course, but here we are live from San Martinho de Porto, where if you might have wondered what are those red huts doing in the background there between us and the sea. The big festa is coming up. 9 days of music here in San Martinho de Porto. Do come to the Palmeira Cafe, where we are broadcasting from. Nelson very kindly has allowed us to broadcast from here, and he's going to be a busy boy, right, Randy? From the 10th to the 19th, I think.
He's pretty busy right now.
Yes, with all those gin and tonics you're ordering.
This is only my
First.
Oh, look at this.
This is my gin and tonic.
Look at this. Jack is here. It's so weird doing this in the open air like this. I'm trying to show a comment here.
There's
There we
someone.
go.
There's
Yes, we
someone
got
who
it.
was actually watching.
All good, guys.
Oh,
Jackie
nice.
Polly. Now, Jackie, your hubby's name. Can you PM me that? Because I just met Jacqueline here on the Silver Coast, Jacqueline and Tim, and I just thought it would be so spooky if you are Jacqueline and Tim as well. So we've got Silver Coast Jacqueline and Tim and Algarve Jacqueline and Tim. Maybe not. I don't know. Do forgive me for not remembering your husband's name. And thank you once again for hosting the Algarve Meetup, which starts next Thursday, which I believe is the 16th of June, midday in Portimao. Cheers, Jackie. Anyone? I know there are people watching. Look at this, Randy. We've got a few people watching on Expats Portugal Facebook page. Any questions about the Silver Coast, San Martinho de Porto, the elusive T-Duck?
I have a question.
Oh, go on.
I have a question. What's happening on Sunday?
Go on. What's happening on Sunday, Owen?
Do you know, Cal?
You're so glad I asked you that, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Come and sit down.
I will do. Thank you very much.
Come and jump into the hot seat.
I will jump in. Yes, so we have what I'm hoping will be the first of many barbecues.
Yeah.
That, as myself, being the food alchemist, in conjunction with GMP,
Yep.
is that we was going to do a meetup and get some food going, because I'm obviously I've been trying over the last couple of years just to get things going with obviously Owen's Food Alchemy, and there's only really there's been Garbo and Linda that have tried. You've actually tried some of the food.
Yes, we've been cooked for by you. It's fantastic.
But I'd love for everybody else just to try it and just to see what I can actually do. So what's happened with that? I think I'm going to come to you on probably tomorrow with a menu for the Sunday.
Yeah.
There has been a slight price increase, obviously with the way
It was all good news, wasn't it?
It was all good news. I had to throw this one in. I'm sorry.
I've got to say, I mean, it was starting off at €6 for a barbecue on
That's
Sunday.
right.
And what is it going up to 20, 30 euros now?
No, it's 85 euros per person.
I just need to mute my mic.
No,
It's
seriously.
not really 85
I put it to €8.50. And that's just through me having a look and wanting to get out there and make a little bit of money for myself, because the original intention was just for people just to try my food and hopefully I could get a few bookings from there. But
not 85, €8.50.
€8.50.
My goodness. Well, that's probably going to put a lot of people off, that massive amount of money. What will they be getting for their €8.50, Owen?
Well, what I'm actually looking at doing, I'm going to be doing some Caribbean jerk chicken. Oh, yes. And maybe some jerk pork ribs. I have been looking at some sardines. I may do some sardines if they are available for me to use, but there'll be one or two vegetarian and vegan dishes thrown in there anyway. I really don't want to do burgers, but if I'm pushed, I'm sure I can make 1 or 2 burgers up there.
We've got a thumbs up. That may have been for the jerk action mentioned earlier in that lineup. You don't want to do burgers. I mean, surely, to goodness, there's got to be some sausages and burgers.
Oh, there will be some snags. There will be some sausages.
Right,
oh, yes, definitely vegan.
And some vegan action as well.
I've got
something for everybody. There's not... Can we have that, Brenda, please? I'll announce the lost property live on the show. Okay. If anyone's lost a grey brolly, as we say in the United Kingdom, we've got a grey polka dot brolly in lost property. If anybody's lost one, not that we need it today here on the Silver Coast. Let's go back to that camera. So we'll have to look at some pictures of the Silver Coast here. How do you do this? Whoops.
Hey.
Yeah, thank you. We'll get some camera action on that Silver Coast while we're talking more about the barbecue here. Leria, what time do people need to turn up for that?
11 o'clock. I intend to start cooking and bringing out the food around about 1 o'clock.
Yep.
I'm going to be there obviously much early just to set up and
pardon me,
make sure that everything's okay for everybody.
Yeah.
But I 11 o'clock, but make your way along, any time after then. The other thing I will say as well is that because I originally catered for 20 people, I am going to see if I can stretch to that. But if you want to bring anything along of your own that maybe I can cook for you, or perhaps you could cook it for yourself, so the food alchemist can get around and talk to people.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
That would be great.
Oh, okay. So if they want to eat your food, it's $8.50.
That's correct.
And if they want to bring their own food to put on the barbecue, that's also okay.
That's fine.
Within reason.
That's
okay.
fine.
All right. Brilliant.
Absolutely fine.
Excellent stuff. Leria, how do people? Leria is quite a big district. Where do people need to go?
It's Parc de I can't pronounce it. Tronchal. If you look on the Good Morning Portugal Food and Wine Club, the event. Yes. The full event is on the page there.
Sorry, we can't stretch to that right now. We are testing some new OB outside broadcast equipment. It's going really well. Thank you so much to T-Duck, top producer T-Duck, for doing this. So we are, we're live doing a Good Afternoon Portugal, really, aren't we? How's the old Superbox? Is that a Superbox Presso?
It's a Superbox Stout. You know me. I like my porter ales and my stouts and what have you. But this seems to be the closest thing that I can find.
Okay, let me just for those of people who aren't in Portugal or who have never been to Portugal, let's go to the camera on us again for a moment, and just in case Superbox are watching. That's what you'd like a crate of.
Sponsorship, please.
Sent to the barbecue on Sunday, maybe.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a stout, though, isn't it? Rather than
a stout,
the Superbox lager.
I would say quite close to a Mckesson, not as heavy as a Mckesson.
Okay.
That's what I would say.
Not as heavy, drier.
Yes.
A drier rather than a sort of me flavour.
100%.
Yeah. 100%. Okay. There you go.
And
or maybe a bit like Guinness Export.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is. I can't read it now because I've not got my glasses on. But I think it's.
Can somebody help Owen read the bottle, please? Pair of glasses just came in. There you go.
I think it's 5%. Is this thing?
Yeah, that's why you can't read. It's actually 12%.
It is. It's 5%.
Hi. Oh, look, Paul's here. Hi, Carl and mates. Missed the bit about the do in the Algarve, Portimao. Okay, Portimao next Thursday, week tomorrow. From midday. Jack is here. Jackie Polly is also in the chat. I'm sure can give you some more details there. Thanks everybody who's tuned in so far for the test here. I think what we'll do is we might in future weeks just play a bit of music in the background. Some of Warren Sharm's tunes and Views of the Bay. If I get cut back to the View of the Bay at the moment, it is obscured by the food concessions. The upcoming boas.
Found the brolly.
There we go. Everyone stand down. The brolly owner has been found. He's just making his way away from the gathering now, scene of the crime. But yeah, the reason the red sheds are there, they are the concessions for the food. And Owen, you've seen some of these people at the Leria Festival.
I have.
They're on the circuit, right?
I was talking to the same people at the Leria Festival.
I just met a town called Leria
a couple of weeks ago, and they said they was moving on down to here. In fact, as a little tip, there's a guy that's selling Tibetan clothing Some of the clothing are made from hemp, natural materials, and the price is unbelievable. So definitely next week we'll be having a look out for this guy, because there was a jacket which was only €20. And when I say only, it's an OMG, only £20.
Well, it's not so bad, is it? Compare that to Patagonia, for example.
Oh, no.
Okay, Pão com chorizo we're looking at here. You're our food guy. We have you on once a month. Ask anything about Portuguese food. Well, we ask anything about Portugal, but we tend to focus on food. We're looking at a wagon here that's going to be selling pão com chorizo. What's that?
That is the bread with the chorizo.
The
bread with the chorizo inside it. It's like a hot dog in bread. That's what I would call it. A hot dog in bread.
Okay, Randy, are you taking a roving camera, or are you watching the? He's just logged in. He's watching the show, cheeky rascal.
There you go.
Okay, so that is it's a bit like a sausage roll that the Brits would do.
I would say, yeah.
Good afternoon. Hello.
Afternoon.
And it's baked in. Well, I suppose the sausage roll, the sausage is baked into the pastry, isn't it?
It is.
But you've got your chorizo baked into some lovely soft Portuguese bread.
And it's so nice.
Olive oil flavors in there, aren't there?
I think that's the difference between that and a sausage roll.
Yeah.
In the sausage roll, you got your crunch and the flakes.
Yes.
This is quite soft. It's as if you're eating a sandwich.
Yeah, and it's got the comfort food value of a Cornish pasty as well, hasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The only thing that's missing from that is
mustard.
a Superbox style.
It's a mustard to dip it in. So there's one highlight.
Can you put this camera on?
Oh, we've got a roving camera.
Can we do that? Can you
We do have
Bluetooth
a
that extra camera in?
Not Bluetooth. I logged in the stream.
Oh, I see. We add you as a guest, do we, maybe? Let me just see if I can do that. He's off for a little walkabout. I haven't got you there, Randy. Can I just send you the link and add you as a guest, maybe? Okay, Jackie is telling Paul, Meetup Thursday 16th, so that's a week tomorrow. No solo Italia Portimao there. Okay.
And to the guys there in Portimao,
here he is.
I may be taking a visit within the next few weeks.
Oh, right.
I fancy a road trip down to the old Algarve, so I think that might be a must.
This is incredible. Isn't it amazing, the technology that's available? Look at this. So are you going to... he's going to go. I know he's going to go and cause trouble inside the cafeteria now.
He's going wandering.
Do let people know they're there.
The Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay. Do let people know they're live, so they don't start stripping off or anything like that.
Garbo's there.
Oh yeah, God, you know what Garbo's like. So we've got the extra camera. Oh, he's going to take us to a review of the seaside. I think. Let's see if the signal holds up. Look at this. So there's. Let me just. Let's come back to us on that first camera. So this is like wrestling, but with a sea view, isn't it? So, Owen, what did you make of that? Slam dunk.
Slam dunk. That's got to be 3 points, Bob.
That's got to be 3 points. So here is Owen, who would normally be here cooking on the screen from the amazing Alvagra Austin Brothers Studios. T-Duck is a top producer. T-Duck is giving us a long shot and a little bit of a sea view. Can we have some more sea?
Yes, more sea, please.
More sea. More bay. More bay. There he goes. He's off to. We just sent him off. Not a Reggie Perrin sea there. We don't want to.
Yeah, no Reggie Perrin.
No Reggie Perrin, thank you. Oh, Clyde is here as well. Do you want to come and say hello quickly?
Say hello, Clyde.
If you'll see you're in. Do you want to be in shot and come and tell us about what you do?
Come on, Clyde.
Okay. Look. Okay. We just twisted his arm. Portugal, the place. What do you guys do over there in Alcobaça? Come and take a seat.
Hey, Carl.
Great to see it.
Fantastic as well. Thank you so much. What we are at Portugal, the place. We help immigrants, English-speaking immigrants, find their place here in Portugal. We help long-term rentals. We help with find a home to purchase, but then we do more than just that. We're not just real estate. In fact, we're not real estate agents at all. Rather, we help people fulfill their dreams and find a lifestyle that suits them.
How about that? That's a great offer, is it not?
It's a good life, man,
who doesn't want that?
You know,
who doesn't want that?
It's an honor to help people. I got to be honest with you. It really is.
And you are here in Alcobaça. Not when I say here in Alcobaça, this isn't Alcobaça. Here on the Silver Coast, Alcobaça, part of this amazing set of towns that we have.
It is. The Silver Coast
within quick distance,
man.
Tell us about that. So for people watching who we've got Randy who's doing some shots of the Sao Martinho de Porto Bay. one of the wonderful assets, obviously, of the Silver Coast. Can you tell us about a few of the others, including Alcobaça?
Alcobaça is known for its monastery primarily, and the incredible story about Pedro and Inesh,
Oh, yeah.
which is the romantic love story of all time. But beyond the monastery, it has legends. It has festivals. The festivals are remarkable.
Yeah.
We have about one festival a week, I believe. And it's music, it's chocolate, it's literary.
Is that all? Just
It's
the one
all-
festival a week?
We don't rest. We don't rest ever.
Oh,
And it's
incredible.
a remarkable place to be, truly. But beyond our little neck of the woods, you also have up in Coimbra, which is remarkable.
Yes.
Coimbra, my gosh, you have the great river, the parks, the green parks, the historical area, the universities. Everywhere we go, we discover new things and new aspects
so
of this
lucky.
great. It's a beautiful thing,
Yeah.
man.
Nazaré,
Yeah.
just to your right here.
They have
Foz de Aurelio to your left.
beach football in Nazaré. They're
Yeah.
doing it right now.
Is that what some sort of competition?
Yeah, you gotta go there.
Didn't know
They
that.
set up the stadium on the beach. They have the stands right there, and you get to enjoy a great game, have a beer, have some
And some food. Great, the great
God,
seafood of
can't go wrong
Nazaré.
with that.
Oh, superb. Okay.
It's like-
What would be? I guess you do tours. You take people around.
Oh, we do scouting tours.
What are those? What are the top highlights for you? Places or festas? What are your favourites in calendar?
Festivals aside, I mean, the festivals are nonstop. You have the chocolate festival in Obidos, which is delicious.
Yeah.
But beyond the festivals, it's really the people and the kindness. And so when we go to places like Leiria, where I was at yesterday, or Porto de Manche, or Batalha, these areas, not only do they have historical significance, they have a kindness of the people. When
Yes.
you arrive there,
Yeah.
you're welcome as a friend.
I remember that Porto de Manche. It's a very quiet, beautifully clean. I noticed.
Yeah.
There's something special about Porto de Manche as well, isn't there?
Absolutely.
And castle, of course, and same at Batalha, the monastery at Batalha. They've got a castle there as well. But for people who like history and castles, you've
Yeah.
name checked a few good places.
A few
there,
good
right?
places right there alone. The list just goes on.
Yeah.
Again, we could go on a great lengths about this, but
It's great of you to
place.
drop in. Have you enjoyed coming to the meetup today?
This is my first luncheon with you guys. It's definitely going to be the first of many, Carl.
Good.
And thank
Excellent
you so
to see
much.
you and your
Fantastic,
crew
friend.
that you brought over from Alcobaça
Yeah,
today.
we're
Fantastic.
heading back now. We got to hit the road again, my
Fair
friend.
enough. Fair enough.
Thank you so much. It was a
Cathedrals to
real
build.
pleasure.
Oh no, the castle's already built here. Come and see-
Actually,
Cheers,
you,
Clyde. Thank
so
you
much.
very much for the place. Cheers, Clyde.
my friend.
Bye for now. Okay, Randy is back. Top producer T Duck is back with the roving
I
camera.
think we're losing Wi-Fi when we get too far.
Oh, okay. Come and take a seat.
Hey, you too.
Oh, I see. That's him. Let me just shut his sound down. We've got him twice here. Okay, there we go. There's the roving camera. We'll take that off for a moment. So, not a bad old day in the bay, is it? We, you and I'm hoping we'll pop to Azimuth. Let's, if we can name check another great establishment. I think we're coming through there. Say again, mate. Yeah, by all means. You'll need the link to do it. To come in as a. We'll need to WhatsApp you the guest link, I think, somehow. Yeah, to name check another fantastic venue here. There's Azimuth, which is next to the sailing club.
We walked down there this morning.
What do you think?
Beautiful place.
Did you go in?
No, they weren't open yet.
Okay, they're open a little later on in the day. Oh,
Great location. Wow.
You've only just sat down, but this character coming in now might be. He's the star of
We
this.
have another guest here. Let's...
Sorry, Randy. Or do you want to talk to him? Come in. Garvo, you're going to come in? Or Guruvo, as we call you now. You might have seen him this morning sniffing bay leaves live on the show. Thank you very much, Garvo, for coming in and coming over to the meetup.
Do I shave with this or what?
No, you don't. Please don't shave with the microphone. So there you are. If you want to say hello, look at this. Jackie's here, Paul's here, and look, a friend of ours from the wine club, Steve Welton. How about that? You've got
Stephen
Garvo
himself.
there. Yeah, it looks like a lovely day in Sao Martinho de Porto. It really is. What do you think?
I think it's a beautiful day. It's changed somewhat from when I first came, but
That's true.
That's Portugal. For
That is true. Look, you've got a fan. Chris, that's Capricorn 12 under another name there.
That's one of those man cave buddies, isn't it? That's what it is.
Go, he's
Sure
saying
is.
there. And good on Nelson for putting us up here. Look at this, Chris. Look what we can do now. We can actually broadcast live from the deck here, the deck where you and I have sat and had lunch here together. You've got a pretty good reception this morning for your words of wisdom, I think. The field, your little corner,
My special place.
your special place. For those of people who didn't see it, can you tell us more about it? This is something I think is fair to say you've discovered, a piece that you've discovered since being in Portugal after a very busy working life.
That's true. That's quite a good summary of where we are. Having worked most of my life in a busy environment and something, and made that promise and that commitment to do something in your life. And mine was 55. Come what may, I would do it.
Right.
If you don't do it when you can, sometimes.
How long had you had that plan?
Probably 10 years. More.
Okay, so in your 40s, you thought, I'm just going to work to 55 and that's it.
Yeah, that's
Right.
it. I'm going to do as best as I can up until then,
Okay.
and then do something while I'm still able to.
And part of that was to retire to Portugal. Has that been decided?
No, I mean, it was quite open-ended. I did toy the idea with Spain, and but after the old Catalan,
Oh, yeah.
that turned me against Spain, I'm afraid.
Seeing the authorities sticking the
It
boot
was very-
into some of their own people.
Absolutely, it was chilling to see, the old Franco ways, and
Indeed,
I thought,
indeed.
no, if it can happen there like that,
Yes.
no, I want to move somewhere, a little bit more stable, a bit more peaceful.
Yeah.
And having been here, visiting my brother many times,
Yeah.
I've got a good feel for the place.
Uh-huh.
But
Who doesn't like a good feel for the place
Well,
in the
you do,
morning?
yes.
Or
I
the
mean,
afternoon?
you have to go to your special place and
Have a good feel. No, you can't say things like that, Garver. Okay, so Portugal it was. You hit your target, 55?
yeah, got to the 55 and said, right, okay, don't do it now, I never will.
Yeah.
So come what may, we're going to do it. And it was nice because it was a new challenge. I didn't take the easy option where there's a large community of English-speaking people. I thought, no, if you're going to do something, do something differently.
Yes.
Don't go half measures. B&B.
Yes.
But I'm glad that I did because it's a very different way of life. It's a very agricultural place, right? If it's not fancy, it's not flash or whatever, but it's like heart and soul of what I would call real Portugal,
Yes.
which suits me, and it's a good taste of something different.
And which brings us full circle to your video this morning
Okay.
of you finding peace and tranquility. But amid you're not averse to a bit of hard graft.
Oh,
No. And so you are working on this part of your property. I suppose a lot of people retire and do a bit of gardening. You've got a field, right? You call it the
I
field.
needed a field. That's basically what it is.
Came with the, part of the property.
It wasn't originally.
Oh, you bought a field.
Yes.
It's a film now. Honey, I bought a field.
I'll be writing the book later on.
Okay.
But basically, the plot of land next to my house was, one of those ones you see in any part of Portugal. So
With a few cabbages on the edge.
yeah, and a few wildflowers. And this
Yeah,
other. And just by chance, I had a word with the local estate agent, and it turned out to be her field.
Do you know anything about this field? Yes, I own it, and it's available.
And I was overjoyed to find out that it had 200 square meters of building rights as well, already included in it.
Okay, so not just
to
but
field.
also
Yeah.
okay.
And for future plans, as if you want to build anything else there, I can. But that's not my intention. Because
You just go there to sniff bay leaves, don't you? Basically. So, for those of you who didn't see this morning, Garbo was there, and if this is a correct and appropriate summary, to bring yourself into the moment fully, you get yourself in your senses, and you grab a bunch of bay leaves, which, as you said this morning, pretty plentiful in Portugal.
absolutely.
You take a really good sniff on the bay leaves, gets you in your body, gets you in your senses, and you are sat there in your field, and you take in all of the glory and beauty that life has to offer. Is that right?
That is a wonderful.
That's what I got from watching your video.
Well, thank you. That's
Yeah.
very nice. Yeah, but it's just take a moment. In the morning it's beautiful because the sun comes up over the hills and it just hits that space.
Yeah.
Which is right in the corner of the field.
Yes.
And I can look at a little bit of work I've been doing on the vegetable patch and the house, and just to collect myself and think, well, yeah, just what are we going to do today?
Yeah.
What can we achieve today?
So that's possible
Oh, God,
here,
yes,
and that's
absolutely.
what you. Is that what you visualized those 10+ years ago? That is what you would be doing.
Sort of. Nothing ever turns out the way you think it does, because it is hard work. And unless you have land in Portugal and prepared to do hard work, then it's going to overgrow.
Yeah, that's true, isn't it? And this time of year especially, it's all about the clearing at the moment, obviously for fire safety.
Yes.
You've had to do that on your piece of land.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, otherwise you get fined, of course.
Oh, yes.
And also, I mean, not just the fine, you put other people's lives in danger by not being a responsible landowner.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a pretty good point to ask this question, I think. A lot of people do have an idea, not unlike yours, but instead of retiring at 55, they're thinking, okay, I'm going to go sooner probably, drop out, buy myself a field in Portugal and build my own house and grow my own vegetables and become self-sufficient. You're laughing, and I think I know why.
Well, it's you know as well as I do, it's probably the most common mistake is that you think, wow, look what I can afford.
Yeah.
I can have acres and acres and acres.
Yeah.
And you
That
get
12-bedroom
massive
old
restoration
hotel
projects and, huge amounts of land. And it's, when you started doing it, you think, hang on a minute.
It was easier being at work.
And the years advance and your physical performance in that decreases. And,
Yes.
don't bite off more than you can chew.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, this little bit of land that I've got, it's only 800 square meters. That's all it is.
Right.
I could have had many acres if I wanted to, but
Yes.
the house is quite a large house and the field is there to just use as I want to. But everybody seems to have this crazy vision that, more.
And your advice to anyone who is thinking like we just talked
Yes.
about, I can buy so much here. I can go off grid. I can go self-sufficient. Think again. Halve your plans.
Unless you are quite young,
Yeah.
and you've got a good team around you that can handle a large plot of land.
Yeah.
Don't even go there because it will outgrow anything you can do in no
Reality
time.
check.
Reality check.
Do
big
a
time.
reality check. I mean, we don't want to pee on your chips.
No.
But it is you could repent, not repent at leisure, but have buyer's remorse, couldn't you? You've got all this land, all this potential, and you might have run out of money and physical effort and all that, and that would be a pretty sad situation to be in.
It would.
Right?
I mean, it does happen to quite a few people.
It does, doesn't it?
The dream turns into a nightmare.
It's a test of a relationship as well, isn't it?
Yes.
Because you might have two people. This is a very important thing I think we're talking about here, is that you might have two people who've been going out to work every day of their lives, and they've got their own separate sort of social lives and work lives. Their collective dream is to retire together into the Portuguese countryside, where they see only each other for 24 hours a day. And those little things, like leaving the toilet seat up, can become a murderous trigger.
Oh, yes.
Or, for example, this can happen, right? You seen that as well?
Well, experienced it myself.
Linda is safe and well inside Cafe Palmeira.
I've got to the point where I leave the toilet seat up on purpose just to,
to spice things up a bit. just to make life more interesting.
Think about it. I mean, if you don't spend a lot of time together, as I didn't, because I was working 12 hours a day and traveling this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
And then suddenly you're thrown back together in the mix.
Take that into account.
Oh,
right?
yes, because that can make big differences and a lot of friction. And some people don't make it.
No, it is true. It is true. So we're not peeing on your chips. Your beautiful Portuguese plans and vision. We're just saying what we've observed, right?
But the flip side of that is
Look
right.
at these two lovely big Kanecas coming past. But not for us. What?
No, shame.
I'm okay, thank you.
The flip side of that is right. You can actually discover a new level to your own relationship that never existed.
Now there you go. If you're prepared to, good point, sir. You can enrich and deepen your relationship, can't you?
Yeah.
Very well said.
Especially if you're working for the same target.
Yeah. Okay, very interesting. So there's, I suppose that like in all things in life, there's that first part where you come. The phrase I've got for this, Gary, is after the luggage comes the baggage, right? So you unpack all your stuff and all the things that you might not have addressed or been too busy to look at. That's the baggage that arrives soon after, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, also, because you've come from that world to this one, and then suddenly you got a bit of time to think about things and chew things over.
Yeah.
You think, you get one of those eureka moments. It's like, I never thought about that. I could do this or I could do that.
Yeah.
Things you never thought were possible.
Yes.
And if you work at it together, it's more doable.
Oh, look at this. He's a guru this morning. He's a guru again this afternoon. Chris is saying, not just any field. Don't buy any old field. Oh, this is referring to yours, I think. Your magical field of dreams. You should make a film, maybe called Field of Dreams.
Yes, but
Has that been done before?
let me level this one out. Is
Okay.
the
Level the playing field.
level the field a bit as
Yeah.
I've been doing, because this little vegetable plot that I've made,
Yeah.
I must have taken 16 to 18 ton of rock out of it,
Rock in a hard place. Well, the
which I've
rock in the hard
reused. I've
place.
recycled into a nice little car parking place.
Yeah, crazy paving.
No, just a nice little sub base to put your
Rockery.
car on.
Oh, I see. You've used it as hardcore.
Yes. So I'm trying to
Wow.
reuse everything I'm doing, and we're into the soil enrichment phase now.
Yeah.
We've got a few spuds in and some cabbages, but I'm trying to plan ahead to see what.
Soil enrichment, regeneration.
Oh yes.
Okay, very good. And Chris recognises that moment after the luggage comes the baggage and spending 24 hours together. That's the Pauline Fowler moment. Avoid the frying pan. Keep
Yes.
away from the old cast iron.
Oh yeah, the different frying pans over
That's
here.
right. Yeah, get a lightweight frying pan and for the early days.
Aluminium, always go with
that time
aluminium.
together. Paul saying, "Hey, Carl went north from the Algarve." What? I didn't think you'd ever leave the Algarve. He left his beloved Yorkshire and God's own country. I think is now the Algarve to Paul. But we're up to Sines, which is gaining some global popularity as Portugal's hub. I think international hub. But the air was so. There we go. Yeah, it's. But the air was so thin, he had to get back to the Algarve and breathe warm air again. Thanks for being here, Paul. So thank you, everybody who's tuned in. It's not just Paul, Chris, and Steve and Jackie. There are other people tuned in. If you want to say hi, we'd love that. If you've got any questions about Sao Martinho de Porto, the Silver Coast, you know this area well, of course, Garvo. You visited many times, not just Sao Martinho. What's a good secret that you might want to share with people about this area that they might not read about in the tourist books?
It wouldn't be a secret then, wouldn't it?
I know. I was trying to lure you into coughing up there something useful.
Yeah. Don't be careful what beaches you're swimming around here, especially just
Very
up
good
the road,
advice. Yeah.
because some of them are just not for swimming. They are just vicious.
As beautiful as Salgado and Goralia are, you I would say you're best off staying out of it, aren't you? Because once you're taken out,
There's the beach you want. That's safe.
all right, we're going to spin a camera around again, and we'll look at the Sao Martinho de Porto. The lovely images you saw a bit earlier on, if you were with us, of Sao Martinho de Porto Bay that top producer T-Duck caught for us. But we're going to, there you go. There's the camera turned on the power con. Are you partial to a power con, should you say, from time to time?
On a Sunday night, yeah.
Okay, it's a sort of bit of brummy business. Yeah, absolutely. Look at that, a lot of empties going back to the kitchen. People having a fine time here today.
They're drunks, aren't they?
Just beyond the red huts is the Sao Martinho de Porto Bay that you think is the safest place to swim in.
You can't really fault that, especially if you've got children. It's safe.
Have you swum in here? You've been right
Got
in.
splashed about a bit. You see my swimming? It's like a speared orca.
Okay, he's had a paddle. In this beautiful bay, and it's going to be the most amazing week coming up. 9 days of 9 days is more than a week, obviously, but 9. It's a Portuguese festa week, which has 9 days of food, boozing, and dancing. It's going to be quite amazing here.
That, can you? Hey?
Alvazara, what's going on event-wise and this time of the year, Sant Antonio? What's your big do?
You've just touched on a very contentious point here, because we are having a.
And I do like to touch on a contentious point first thing in the morning.
I know that. You don't mind stirring it up a bit, do you?
Right.
Yeah, we have a little festa weekend coming up, which is very similar to what you're seeing here.
Yeah.
But apparently there's some bullfighting going on.
Contentious.
Now then.
What is it, Pamplona style? Are the bulls running through the streets?
No, they've made a little arena.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know whether it's the full-blown bullfighting sort of let's kill the bull, or just the taunting of the bull and everybody gets...
Tell me, is that what happens here? Do the bulls always get killed at the end of an event, a bullfighting event here?
Because I've never seen one.
Yeah.
I don't know for certain.
Right.
And I'm curious to go and have a look. I don't like bullfighting.
No, me neither. But I have mixed feelings about this.
Yeah.
I understand why people want to boycott it and not give it any light of day at all. I also think it's important to understand the culture, and you can't really do that without going for yourself, can you, to see what goes on?
Well, I understand that it may be different here. I don't think they kill the bull. It's more of the bull chases you. Well, not taunt it, but you try and evade the bull, basically.
Yeah.
Which is, if that's just the case, that's fairly honourable, and I could probably deal with that. But I don't know. I'm 50-50 on it.
It looks pretty humiliating and awful for the bull, but not as bad as some scenes I've seen of bullfighting scenes here in Portugal. Slightly I don't know. Is it possible to say a nicer style of bullfighting? Yeah.
You can't really say anything on this, can you? It's just,
Oh, Owen's off now. We can get a little bit more of the. Okay, here we go. Let's bring Owen onto the screen. I'm glad we're not talking about bullfighting anymore.
yeah, it's contentious.
Right.
Always
But
fun.
go to Alviagra soon to see that for yourself, possibly.
Yeah, we'll have lots of music and food and your typical festa stuff that you get in Portugal.
Well, there's the Alchemist, who you work closely with once a month.
He's lovely, isn't
in
he?
the amazing Alviagra brother, the amazing Austin Brothers Studios of Alviagra. Owen, can you hear us where you are? No, we can only see him but not hear him.
He looks happy though.
Yeah, can't unmute your guest because they chose to mute themselves. he does look very happy, doesn't he?
Yeah.
We could just do a commentary, can't we, on how.
I always do it. I always mute button on and forget about it. But yes, I'm sat at the lovely seafront here.
Okay, give us a tour then, and I'm going to put you on full screen so we can see Sao Martinho put the Porto Bay on the Porto.
What I will say is that Sao Martinho, in particular the Palmeira where we are today, hang on, just turn around, the Palmeira behind me, was the very first restaurant or very first cafe I ever visited here.
Oh, cliffhanger. While we're waiting for that connection to re-establish, we got the lovely Phil Cooklin on screen with us. Whoop, whoop, says Phil. Phil has been here. I've eaten with Phil here at the Palmeira Cafe. I think Owen might have gone a little bit too far away.
It's not fell over the wall, has he? And
No, I'm still here. Are you there?
Go on, carry on. Yeah. So this is the first cafe you came to.
Yeah, the Palmeira was the very first cafe I went to, but just behind me, where the row of houses end, there is a lovely restaurant that does seafood. And I can remember coming here with friends and they asked me where I'd like to eat for the evening. And it wasn't until I saw the actual boats with the fishermen in and they were unloading the boxes and actually taking it into the restaurant itself. So there is a restaurant just over in the corner that does amazing seafood. Obviously, it's fresh food as well. So yeah, so it's really nice place. But
do we have a name for it, though? Or is it the one on the quay, the restaurant on the quay?
Restaurant on the quay, right in the very, very corner. Don't just where all the houses end there at the back there. So it literally is the last restaurant on the row there. But I'm going to come back because I know my reception's a bit dodgy.
Okay, I know he's got his eye on a building here. He's got his eye on a building that he's looking at to buy as a restaurant and a nightclub. And maybe an old folks' home as well. As we were
old folks' home.
Because that was an idea we were talking about this morning. The old folks' home. But we'll have Owen as a chef, of course, won't we?
It's got to be good, hasn't it?
Owen can be the live-in chef of the old folks' home or our retirement home on the Silver Coast. Thank you very much. Yeah, but that would be quite a good combination, wouldn't it? Restaurant, nightclub, and old folks' home.
Got legs then, has
in one wipe clean building. Chris. Turn the camera landscape, Owen. Oh, too late. This is Chris. And Jacqueline. Jacqueline CDM is here with an hola. Missed you today, Jacqueline. Sometimes. We hope to see you at the meetup from time to time on the Silver Coast. And Fiona and Simon are here. Good afternoon, everyone. Lovely to see you two as well. How's it going there in the UK? Still raining in the UK? We're not gloating.
Is it day 9?
Is it day 9 of the rain in the UK? Yeah, sorry about that. And Paul is with us as well. How are you, Paul?
I'm very good, thank you, Carl.
Excellent. Paul was our rather controversial guest on the morning show about a month ago with his critical race theory and other such interjections. Put the cat among the pigeons, didn't it? I think more of that on a Monday evening. On our politically enhanced and leaning podcast on a Monday evening, my question to you is this. So, Garbo, any final thoughts? I think we can wrap up there. We've been on for 40 minutes, would you believe? Given that we're so shy, it's quite remarkable that we've managed to stay on air for so long, isn't it?
Shy retiring people that we are.
40 minutes. So, yeah, any more reflections? You made some lovely points today about moving to Portugal, being in Portugal, some of the pitfalls, also some of the bonuses. You know, how you can enrich your relationship by focusing on it, being with the one you love and enriching and deepening that relationship. So it's got to be a good thing.
Well, I think so. I mean, it's not... Algarve might be slightly different where there's more possibly to do at night and more social. But if you're
Yeah,
in
if
the
you're
sun,
single, for example,
Yeah,
coming to
yeah.
Portugal, the Algarve might be the place to go, right?
I would think so.
Yeah.
Alviazra is not the hotbed of dating.
Despite the name Alviagra that we use, it's not what it seems, is it?
No, I think
No.
it'd probably be a bit of trouble there. It would be
Okay, all right. So
slightly.
head to the Algarve or Porto or Lisboa
Yeah.
if you want to do a bit of dating.
Tell you what I did notice.
Go on.
Going back to a city,
Yeah.
like Porto, Lisbon, right?
Yeah.
The quality of the air, it was so like going back into a big city. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah,
Like being sort of walking straight back onto the Peaky Blinders set.
yeah, it's like going to the
Right.
steel mills, and not quite that bad, but because where I live, the air is so clean.
Yeah.
Going back to a city, any city this would be now,
Yes.
I was really quite suffering.
Well, we've seen your footage from the hills there, your mountain range, the river plain as well, where you were a bit concerned as well in the reservoir there. But you can see, I mean, the population density is very low, the industrial density is low. The area is almost alpine, isn't it?
It's a strange mix of vineyards, olive groves, rivers, mountains, all within sort of 5-10 kilometer radius.
Yeah,
A
a lot going for it.
Absolutely.
A lot going for it, and it is known to estrangeiros, the foreigners coming in, isn't it? There's a little, I suppose there's a, what's that? The number of that road, is it the N110 that's got?
No, I can never say it.
And Cabezas,
Yes.
as well, is on there,
You know-
and then you end up in Tomar, don't you?
Yes,
That's
the
an
one.
important road to look at, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you're interested in central Portugal, there.
I mean it's the link road really, right up the way to almost all up to Coimbra.
Yeah. So what N110? If what Gary's talking about appeals to you, is the N110. A bit more feedback for Owen here. It's his first time as the outside correspondent. You are the outside correspondent, says Chris. You have to go and find out the name of that restaurant. Owen, sorry to interrupt. Apparently you have to go and find out the name of that restaurant. Chris wants to eat there when he comes over next month.
I'll do it now, shall I?
Preferably. As far as
Come on, chop.
you won't believe how he's looking at us right now,
Disgust.
Chris. Honestly. I'm not saying that. Okay, Garbo. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's
Once
a pleasure. Well, thanks for coming along to the meetup.
No worries.
Maybe top producer T Duck, you can jump back in the hot seat and we can evaluate how this has gone here. Who let the dogs out? Okay, yeah. Well, so yeah, just to remind you, if you've joined us just recently, we are in Sao Martinho de Porto live from our weekly meetup, which happens every Wednesday between 1 and 3. The gin and tonics are going down very well. The living is easy. So how are you? How do you think that went?
I think it's going really well. I'm really excited about this. So this is actually working. We're on battery power. We can do this mobile from anywhere. It's pretty impressive.
That is what people can't see here, isn't it? Is that this is an off-grid setup, essentially.
It is. We have a solar panel as well. We can do this powered by the sun, but
We can do this from your garden. So,
I don't have a garden.
No, not your. I'm
No.
talking to the lovely people who bothered to watch us this afternoon.
Yes, if
Outside
you'd like to
broadcast
volunteer your garden, let us know.
potential. The rider is fairly straightforward, isn't it? Gin and tonic, bifanas, maybe a vegan buffet. Nothing too pretentious.
No, of course not.
Just M&Ms with all the blue ones taken out. You know, the standard sort of thing, standard sort of rock and roll stuff. It's gone really well, and so thank you for organising it, setting it up. I think we can do this again, can't we? I think Nelson seemed pretty amenable as well, didn't he?
He did. He'd probably come talk to us.
I think he could, yeah. So we'll have that in the pipeline, and I suppose other restaurants who might want us to rock up and
Certainly,
do
a
the
little
Good
product
Afternoon.
placement. I think they'd be all up for that.
Yes. And Superbock, if you're listening, Owen likes the Preto, the stout version. So, nearly 3/4 of an hour. Thank you, everybody, for
Wow.
tuning in. To Steve over there in the States, Phil, Castella Branco. How's Monsanto looking today, Phil? Chris, of course, Fiona and Simon, Jacqueline, Jackie, who's organising the meetup in the Algarve next week on a Thursday. I think that's everybody to Garvo and T-Duck. Superb job. Really appreciate it. And we'll see you again in this way, I think. Oh, here we go. We have our first invitation. Simon would love to try those bifanas, which sounds like a line from a Benny Hill show, doesn't it?
Oh,
But he'd like to get his mouth around some bifanas, and you can come to our garden and do that could be dangerous.
it could be.
But
Where's this
We're
at?
not connected to the mains, are we? Algarve, that's an Algarve invitation.
Oh, down there.
Oh, don't be
Down
like
south.
that. Don't be like that. For our first invitation. Paul, thank you. Love to Prosecco Peggy, who you may bump into. And Paul, yeah, Portimao next Thursday. Okay, so let's leave it there. We don't have or do we? Can we play something here? I wonder if this all transfers from our other environment here. Do you know what? I think we can. I think we can do the outro possibly here, but I can't scroll down to it. So never mind. I don't think we can do that.
Yeah, you don't want to hear me sing, so
We don't. No, nobody
wants that.
Okay, so thanks everybody.
Not even me.
We'll see you again. We'll see you another time. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao for now, as we say. Bye for now.